Hello ladies and gentlemen, and I'm in a pretty tough spot for time here, so it would not be at all a good idea to play through an entire game simply meant to make you know a little bit more about the Freljord, and maybe tease a new top lane champion. Anyway, if it wasn't too obvious, I did play the whole thing, and it was pretty fun, so here's my full review. Starting off with first looks, the game starts with a cinematic trailer telling you it's set in the past, with Ornn retelling the story. You play as a furry named Aurora looking for information on your casual, godly ice deer, which you call a friend. Oh yeah, and it also eats magical rocks. I don't know why I included that, but it's pretty funny to me. You have to help Ornn out around the forge for him to give you information about your friend. And some of the stuff you do to help him makes sense, like rearranging his ores or finding the books scattered around. And some others do not, like play a song when he's not even in the room, or take the tools that he was actively using and organize them somewhere completely different from where you found them. On the topic of the tools, I love the design. Some are Demacian, some are Shuriman, and I don't know where Alawi's from, but there's a Tentacle Soul one from her place. Oh yeah, and after all that, you get the information you wanted about your weird little ice rock eating friend. Oh yeah, and Ornn makes you a magical wand, so you can be a magical bunny girl with perfect complexion and an animal sidekick. Wait a minute, this is sounding more like an anime. Should Ornn be concerned? It's sort of a classic anime move to kill the mentor or the protagonist for no apparent reason besides giving the main character a reason to do something. The same trope also appears in John Wick, which I wouldn't exactly consider an anime, but to each their own, I guess. All in all, the game gets a 7 out of 10. It was relaxing and a nice thing to do. If Aurora becomes a champion though, she's gonna get a 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10, but we're not giving any points for originality. So yes, new Infernal skins dropped, and before we talk about the design, I'm going to touch on the lore. Olaf became flamey to be more powerful. Karma thought she could capture the flame and put an end to all of it because of how powerful she is, and go figured, that backfired. And Ashe just got 360 no-scoped, at least that's what I think from this incoherent message. Now we can talk about the Infernal skin's design, and I really don't see a big deal here. I think Infernal is one of the most repetitive and boring skin lines out there, with the exception of Amumu and Shin. It really just is the same rinse and repeat, make a champion orange and give them all this jawline. Rating them individually just seems futile, so here's the full rating for the entire skin line, and a 3-second gif of Xerath dancing. Now, what you've all been waiting for, my review on Immortalized Legend Ahri, and I have a pretty controversial opinion on this one. Now, you all know the skin is $500, which is insane, and it should not be that expensive, but I think instead, this skin should work differently. Have it be a limited time skin, with them only being available for maybe like 3 days for only 1,800 RP, then make it tradable with a percentage of the transaction going to Riot. Now anyone who didn't get it has to trade for it, and Riot gets a cut of that, but diehard Faker fans and Ahri mains can still get the best skin in the game for a reasonable price, as long as they're fast enough. I think it's fitting that the greatest player in history who revolutionized the game should have a revolutionizing skin trading system. I mean, just put 2 and 2 together, it makes sense. Now for the rating on the skin, though I think it's as stated earlier the best skin Riot's released to date, with multiple What? This is not a coherent, part of the script. What? Like I said earlier, this is the best skin Riot's released to date. I love every part of it, from the leveling up to the unique kill displays. It's not worth the price, but as a skin, I give it a solid 11 out of 10. This is my new favorite skin in the entire game. Finally, we move on to the sales. Pretty much every skin here is noteworthy, so you know what that means. Speed around, baby! Woo! Voice crack. The best Victor skin, Lucian is feeling pretty festive right now. Nocturne, but yellow. Xayah, but high-tech and Greek, yeah, this one's a stretch. Gwen looks so cool in this skin. Zyra's an elf. Dragon Slayer's Twitch. And to finish it off, oh, Oh, that's embarrassing. Who's gonna tell him that's not how you wear a shirt? Oh. Doesn't this guy have a wife? How does this guy have a wife? That's all I have for you boys. I love you all. Join the Discord server to come talk to me and all the other amazing people over there. And finally, to wrap this up, goodbye, gamers.